Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's going on? It's RT here, and welcome back to another recap. Red Day recap today, twice in a row. Bigger size, bigger losses, no good. We could have definitely done a little bit better. Now, PIK, we know from yesterday this one was pretty good. In the afternoon, we had a serious move, man. I traded I don't know the name. I think ERIG or something like that. I traded yesterday, but I had hit my max loss around I think 11:20, 11:30. I was done for the day, and we had this huge move PIK into the after hours session. Well, afternoon session really. Afternoon session. This thing took off and did really well. Today we came in pre-market, got bought up, and look at the move pre-market. Now, to be honest, these last 2 days I've been, kind of slacking off. Yesterday I was preparing for an interview, which is why I had cut off the stream at 10:15 hard stop. I don't know if you guys remember. I been preparing for an interview in the morning, which is why I missed PIK yesterday and in pre-market. And today I'm coming from my girlfriend's house, and I'm a little late. Let's say I'm a little slow. Right, I got home at like 8:35. By the time I'm sitting down getting ready, it's almost 9 o'clock. So that's not good for pre-market, right? If I'm showing up here, it's already too late. Look at the move that happened. So on my side, one of the things I spoke about with pre-market is consistency, showing up early, being ready for 7 a.m., 8 a.m., whichever time I'm looking at, depending on the days. Now we can't be showing up at 8:45, 9 o'clock. Like no, so that's on me for missing pre-market twice. I don't think I mentioned that yesterday, so I did want to touch on that. Now to quickly jump into it, right? Let's pull up the video. The video is what we need to look at here. Um, so for the most part, decent trading, right? But there's one thing that I'm seeing that's a bit of a problem, and it's my hold time when I am actually green in some of the trades, right? You know, this market that we're in right now is for 10, 15 cents. Like, if we get a move of 20, 30, 40, 50 cents, great. If the breakout is just that strong, but hey, you're up that 10, 15 cents, look for the green. Look for the green, look for the profit taking. Look at this trade right here, for example, right? So to start the day, I'm a little bit more. I feel like I could have been better here as well to start the day. I realized, and I forgot to mention this, guys. There's a circumstance that I do look to trade the first minute of the open. It's rare, but it's when we have this going on the daily chart right here. Daily breakout over the double top to make the move. I thought was looking good. That's this situation, the daily candle to make the new high. Picture my 1 minute charting, the 1 minute candle to make the new high, the 3 minute candle to make the new high, the 5 minute. Yeah, and you guys see how I talk about that all day long. When the daily candle is making the new high and can break over a significant level like the 200 EMA to be able to open up, it's a situation where I do take the trade in the first few minutes. I do want to mention that first and foremost, right? But notice that I reduced size because I'm still thinking that the lag could be a problem. If it is, I haven't experienced it in a while. If it is, then it's not bad if I'm in with smaller size.
Watching here.
Hold on, my bad. Let me cut this out. I realized that was on. So yeah, the daily breakout is that powerful, right? It's the strongest setup for me, even stronger than the 5 minute bull flag. So here we go. We're coming up to 610. Right here, I thought it was gonna rip right through, and I think this trade I could have been quicker with my sell. All right, we're breaking over 6. How's it gonna do? And I didn't wait for the break and hold because I thought it was gonna just rip right through, right up to like 630, 640. It's how I imagined it happened, right up to that 200 EMA, maybe even a break of the 200 EMA. So I didn't wait for it to hold the level. So as we're hitting 10 right here, I take the long. I'm in at 11, but it comes back down, and it's back down quick. I needed to be fast right here to cut this one. I think I could have been faster. Let's let it play out. To cut this one at $6 just for a 10-cent loss as opposed to a 20-cent loss. I'm in. It doesn't hold. But as soon as we see some red right there, I should be selling because if I'm expecting it to just rip to 40, we should not be seeing red. So that was me right there being slow on the trade. And then I get back in quickly at 15 for the break of 20. Right here it rips up to like 30, I believe. Let's see. I think I'm back in somewhere here, maybe at 10. Let's see. I'm in at 9. And see how fast that one was, right? It's tough, but we got to be quick. So we're in. The spreads open up a little bit. I'm in. There's the green. 24. Getting a good fill on the ask. That's how fast I'll have to be on almost every trade to be able to essentially be green. Look at this next one right here. There's another one coming. Hold on. Here it is. 36. So high of days at 43. Look at this one. I'm in at 36. 50. I didn't sell it. I didn't sell to take my 10 cents. I'm in at 36. The stock is at 50. It's a pretty good trade at this point. Right? That fast, that quick. But I'm holding longer now to see the breakthrough. So some of the trades I'm selling right on time. I'm a little inconsistent is the problem I'm noticing. Some of the trades I'm holding a little too long in terms of the downside. Hey, once we're seeing that red, cut the trade. Right here, I'm looking for the breakthrough 50. I don't see any big sellers, so I hold it longer. So it's definitely a tricky situation. And what helps when we're trading stocks is the consistency. Hey, regardless of what the stock is going to do, I'm going to always sell fast, or I'm going to always hold a little longer. That way you see way more consistency versus being in fast one time, out quick, in holding longer. You know, that way you don't see. So this trade that should have been, let's see, I'm in at 36, which should have been at least a 15-cent trade. I waited for the break. The break doesn't come. There's some selling pressure and some selling as it's dipping back down. Look at how this is going to play out. So we got a false halt right here. It dips back down, right? It's a false halt. It dips back down. Right here, it curls up. Watch it, this one. So because I'm trading the first minute or two, my sizing is down. I'm like, hey, let's use smaller sizing to be careful. But as soon as we calm down and we're making a new high, I'm back to full size, 2,000 shares. This trade is a great trade right here. Look at this trade. Right, but this is where we got to be better selling faster. Look at this one. Once again, the inconsistency. The new high is at 22, I believe. I'm long 22. It's a great entry, good fill, right on time. And right here is where I need to be looking for the profits. It's hitting 37 on the ask already. Right, 38 down here. We're seeing 36. Guys, this is already a 15-cent trade. Now this is where, like, for those of you who've been, you know, I would say panicking, like, guys, you know, take it easy, right? With the big share size, we are gonna see some bigger red days when we don't align properly. Now I'm in. Look at my P&L unrealized right here. Now I don't look at my P&L during the trades, of course. I'm looking at the level 2, but just to show you guys the red days that I've been having, it's like a trade like this alone is already $300. Right, but now it's a matter of being able to execute properly to lock in the gain. Right here I hold longer, looking for the move, and I wait until it's a habit that I have, which is not a good habit. I'm not selling into green, really. A lot of if you guys pay attention to most of my trades, I'm selling a little slow, and that's because, well, not even slow. I'm looking for the longer hold time for the continued push, but whenever the red starts to hit the bids, I end up taking the profits there. So look at this situation. I'm in at 22. There's a buyer, 25,000 shares. We start to move. I'm not selling into the green. I'm waiting for the move higher. But once the selling pressure starts to come in, like, look at this person right here. This person took 10,000 shares at 37. If they're getting long at 22, they're beating me out on the trade because I'm waiting too long to sell, right? So being faster to sell in some of the moves, I think all the moves really is the way to go, because we'll have the markets come back where we can hold a little longer for the extra 20, 30, 40 cents. You know, right now is to take the 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, and we're up 10 cents almost instantly in some of the trades, right? So I end up coming out, I'm out at 25. We had highs of 40 right there. Not good. I made 3 cents on a trade where we were up. So, you know, and now is it a quick drop off? It is, but it shows the reason why we got to be fast. There's the green. So I'm like, and what it is, it's not a big time difference, but it matters. Whether it's a half second or whatever it is, it matters. And right here, I missed 2 key trades today, guys. I missed 2 big trades today. 2 big trades. This is one. High right here on this current candle is 38. High of days at 55. Right? 38 is an entry here. And I don't know why. I don't know why it wasn't long. To be honest, I don't know. Like looking back at it, I don't know why I'm not back in at 38 right here. It didn't come up too fast because, you know, there's 34, 34, 34. I'm not sure if because there was a lot more red at times, but right here at 40 is a long because high of days in sight. High of days in sight. I'm not sure if the 20,000 share seller might have been what it was that discouraged me, and maybe I waited for break of 50 instead. But this is a trade I should have been back in on at 38 for, and anywhere between 36 and 44 for the entry for the push through 55. So here we go. I'm not in, and look at that, guys. If I catch this trade, I'm up. Let's say, and it goes into a halt. You guys know I sell into all the halts, right? So that's 71. Let's say I get a higher filled 45. Let's say 45. Let's not even say 36, right? 45. There's a 26 cents difference there. And just like that, it's $400, right? $400. So we got a false halt right here. Well, no, 520. So if I'm to capture this trade right here, I'm up $520 on that trade. Now, the red day is $600. So I want you guys to see see what I'm seeing. You know, like I feel like some people are panicking in the stream. It's like, guys, it's all controlled. Like, trust me, it's controlled. My sizing is just up, so it makes it seem, if I'm trading this stock with 500 shares and I have the same fills that I have today, I'm probably down, you know, 160 on the day. And it's like one of those normal red days I would have when I'm not getting to connect on a hotter stock. So keep that perspective, right? Keep that guys, I'm telling you, when this ends up being a green day, the green day will look very different from any red day that you're seeing now and any green day we've had in the past. If I'm connecting on these setups, it is, you know, it's gonna be wild. So this will, next week we'll talk about it more on Sunday. Next week, when I come in, I'll reduce a little bit, look to build back some more, and once I'm up another 1,000 or 1,500 again, same thing. This same process is gonna come, but of course I'm gonna be looking for to be green on the stocks, right? So here we go. You guys don't know how good I feel watching this, man, because it's right there. It's like this much. It's a very fine line between being green and being red. It's a thread, right? It's a thread. So right here, as it's a false halt at 70. The halt levels usually get extended right here, and so I told myself, all right, can we hold 50? Hold on. Let's come back a bit. Let's watch that back. It's a false halt. How well can we hold 50 right here? This is a great entry for me. This entry right here, I take all the time when we're holding above the $0.50. Once it's a big rip and dip. It just didn't open up. This one didn't open up right here. But this is an entry that I like. I'm in at 60. And what am I looking for here? The retest of 71 and the push to 80. So I'm back in 59. Pretty good entry. Where's the green? 64. It doesn't quite happen, so I'm back out flat. So that was a good trade there. That was a good trade. We did take a bit of a loss, but that was a good trade. You know, it's a scratch trade. I gave it a good shot. It didn't quite happen. I believe I gotten back in at 70 here. But sometimes this is where I gotta have a little bit more patience and wait for the 1 minute setup again. Well, let's see. Let's see. Where did I get back in? So okay, so it came back up, and this is an alright entry too, right? It came back up. We're looking for 71. Can we break through 71 and hit 80, 85? Hold on. So I'm back in there. Yeah, this is not a bad trade. This is like a scratch trade. I lose 6 cents. You know, I'm in at 63. I'm out at 57. It's like, okay, that's all right. And look at this. As soon as I'm out, look at the green right here. It gets to that high of 77, but we didn't quite see 80, so it was a little choppy right here. Whenever this starts to happen, it's where I got to be careful to wait for the next pullback. So it was a good sequence. It was a good sequence. We started off with some smaller size, looking to build a bit of a cushion into the break over the gap and go level at 620, which is also the first daily candle making the new high for continuation. So that's why I was willing to take that trade. That's a big entry there. Gap and go plus daily candle to make the new high. 2 A quality setups at once, right? So as we pulled back, I took the setup here at 20, where I'm in. I'm already up 300 unrealized, but we didn't end up coming up with gains. We're a little slow, right? So that's how the day started off. We missed out on some better entries, I would say, right? We missed out on some good trades. And then at 38, I'm not back in the stock where I should have been back in the stock. Let's go to the second big trade that I'm going to miss. I think it's going to come up soon. Right here, I'm pretty sure I'm kind of hands off for a little bit. Just waiting. I think this 1 minute candle I didn't trust. The 5 minute candle is red. We're coming back from a topping tail. And we had 2 wicks. So I didn't trust this one right here. I don't think I trusted this one, which is good. Which is fine. It does give a move, though, I believe, from 37 entry. 37 entry. Let's check it. 936. Let's see. 936 on the 1 minute. 640 entry. 640 entry. Not 37. Did I say 937, by the way? The entry was at 640 right here. And it goes to 53. But you see, it's not the best type of trade because we're seeing the topping wick here. We're down. Big doji. Is it really worth it there at 40? You have to be so fast. This one you have to be even faster to capture. I mean, hold on. Let's wait for that green. Right here. So I'd probably be long at 43 for the fill. 42. Let's say 42 for the fill. It hits 47.50. I have to be really quick to take that profit there because right away you see it's back down to 36 in the bids. That 1 minute setup, not quite. So, I mean, I guess I could be fast enough, you know. I don't know, but I'd have to be really fast there just to, as soon as I'm in and that green is coming right back out. That's how this one would have worked out. But I thought it was choppy. I think this is the kind of entry I want to stay away from, though. The 5 minute is red. Doesn't look too great right here in the 1. Versus, you know, this pullback where we had the doji candle base out and then making the new high back over the trend line. So let me show you guys where that next trade is going to come. This is the next trade I'm going to miss. And look at how I missed this one. This last one at 38, I don't know why I missed it really. I can't really say. But look at this one right here. Look at this. Let's put on the audio too. This one deserves the audio, to be honest. Hope it's not too loud. But if you're using AirPods right here, fair warning. You might get that pop. Well, let's go to 50. Guys, listen to this. Let's go back and let us play. Right now I'm down 5 cents. I'm down 5 cents on 2,000 shares, which is like flat on the day right here. Look at this. Actually break even. The entry, by the way, let's go check the entry before we go and look at it. The entry at 39. The entry's at 6. The entry's at 655 and 657. How sad is this right here? Look at this. As a momentum trader who is seasoned, look at this. Look at this. If you're tuning in on YouTube, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Now, is it the time to be calling out YouTube and saying hit the thumbs up button when we have less than 10 seconds, less than, I think, 5 seconds maybe, to the new 1 minute candle that's going to be making the new high right here? Come on, RT. This one is totally on me, man. You know, it's like, it's why it's a good day. It's a good day, but it's like, bro, come on. Like, this right here is unacceptable, really. So, we'll let it play. If you're tuning in on YouTube, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget. I'm so nonchalant at the entry point right here, as if the stock is like 20 cents lower. If this thing was at 630, 635, I could take my hands off the buy button and kind of say that. But that area right there where I'm like hit the thumbs up and all that, and I move my mouse right here to the charting, it's a problem. It takes me a split second to put my sell cursor, put the cursor back over the sell button, and put my hands back on the hotkeys and look back at the level 2. So, you know, my eyes kind of have to go from this side to that side. Like, look at all the movements play out right here, right? And then we'll move on to the next topic. If you're tuning in on YouTube, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget, it's one of the best ways to support the channel. So here we... I already missed this setup, you know? I already missed this setup. This is me looking at the level 2. Well, hold on. I kind of forgot my thing is on. My camera. This right here is me looking at the level 2. Right? Hold on. Here we go. Thumbs up button. Don't... If you're tuning in on YouTube, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget, it's one of the best ways to support the channel. So here we go. This is not acceptable. So I got to do a better job staying focused. You know, moving my eyes off the level 2 in an area where the 1 minute candle is literally about to break out. Am I mad? You know, so yeah. Sounding like a Londoner right there, man. Are you mad? Right? Am I mad? Am I crazy? So we got to stay focused, right? That's what this setup here is all about. I'll mute the audio again. Yeah, so let's stay focused, guys, because from 57... we get a quick move. Let me take this thing off. We get a quick move. Let's see. From 57, there's a, and this is where we talk about being quick. If I'm in at 57, 58, we're already up 10 cents right here, and there's an 18,000 share buyer. So if I'm selling fast into the move, just like that, 200 bucks. Boom, just like that. Right, it hits set right here. All of this is profit taking for me if I'm quick in the trade right here. Right, we hit a high of 70. It dips back down to 59, and it holds the level. And so, where do I look to get back into this trade? As soon as green is coming in right here for the push over 78, is a long. Look at the 5-minute setup coming up. So these are the type of things that I got to be better at. So as opposed to taking this higher entry at 70, I should have already had the first entry at 57, right? These are the kind of things that I got to watch out for and be better with. So let's see. I can't remember if this was a winning trade or not. So I'm out flat. Okay, I'm out flat there. 78 was high of day. Okay, so it ended up pulling back. So right there, it's like, why am I missing the 1 minute candle to make the new high, man? That's because if this had went right through 680, you know, I think there's even another trade that I missed, if I'm not mistaken. Was it here? I think it might be right here too. That there's another one coming. Okay, so I'm back in at 73. I take a bit of a bigger loss there as I get some slippage. It doesn't rip right through the level. Okay, that's fine. There's another area that I'm pretty sure I missed. It might have been over $7. But let's see how this area here played out. 78. Did I take one more trade, I believe, or no? Oh, I remember. Right here I told myself, okay, I gave it 2 or 3 stabs. We didn't get the break. I gave it 2 stabs. We didn't break over the level of 78. So right here, what I want to do now is see if we can hold above 78 for the move up to $9. So can we break and hold 80 essentially? There's 77, 70, 64 dips down, so I'm not back. I'm not in yet. Let's see. I get long at 85, 83. It doesn't quite open up, so I'm taking some losses in there. And these areas is where, so now once we start to grind like this, I think it's fine really. I think these trades are fine, but it's a matter of now waiting for the next pullback for a cleaner setup, right? But when we capitalize on the trades we need to capitalize on, which is this trade here, the trade at 38 that went from that level of 40 to 72. If I'm capturing all the areas I should be capturing, what'll happen is that I'll be giving back some profits off the top. And I think that's fine because these areas, I think they're worthy to give the chance, right? It's worthy to give it a chance right here for the potential move. So $6 comes along. Let's see. $6 comes along. I'm back in for the break of 710. So I'm in at 07. There's 17. That's all. That's 10 cents. Look at my P&L unrealized. I'm already up $115 there. This is with half size. So another 10 cents. But I'm not selling into the spike. See this red right here? Now look at the sell button. You see that? So this becomes a smaller win or a break-even trade. All right. What time was that? 42. Let's look at 42 on the monitor screen. 42 is right here. 12. So, you know, what was 10 cents become 5 cents as I'm not selling into the green. So this is an easy fix, really. I got to adjust a little bit. I got to be faster, even more so than I was today. I got to pay more attention. Guys, those of you who are watching on the stream, on the YouTube side, you guys will see me not paying too much attention to the stream all the times. And it's because of stuff like this, right? Because trading is the #1 priority during the session. Trading is the #1 priority. And right here, I'm basically at max. Look at this next breakout, by the way. So the first 1 minute candle to make the new high is at 7. I think I'm long at 94. It doesn't quite work. I'm in it. Yeah, I'm not long at 94. I think this is a flat trade. It's not going, so I'm back out. All right. It churns right here a little bit. It churns. But look at this right here, man. And by the way, my analysis today at the lows were off. Like I wasn't, my analysis wasn't as good. Like right here, for example, like those of you who watch the stream, you know, right here I'm saying, hey, 670 could work for the 1 minute pullback. But I think it might be giving a 5 minute pullback, in which case we might see the low of the last. And if it's a longer pullback where we have 2 red candles, we might even see 620. It might pull back $1 a share, reset, give a bottoming wick, and we see the red to green off the VWAP. It turns out we are going to see the hold of 668, 666, I believe. And it curls back up right here. There's 64. Or was it the $0.50? One out of the two. It might have been the $0.50. So hard to remember everything here. But look at this breakout that's going to happen. This one, I take the new high. What's going on? Okay, I take the new high at 85 as volume is coming in. But not much. We didn't see anything there, so that's a small scratch trade. I waited. And this is going to be big. Right here. Did I miss it? Was this the other area I missed the trade? I think this was the other area. It might have been here. It might have been here more so than what I thought for 940. If I'm not mistaken. Was this it? You can see how I already mapped out the trend line right here. I'm expecting if we make the new high over this level, we'll see a green candle like this. It's down. I think I might have been off guard. It rips right up right here. I'm not in. can't remember. Okay, never mind. I did take a trade there. I'm in at 77. I watched this video back like, 30 minutes ago, but it's kind of hard to remember all the areas. This one is in a scratch trade. It's fighting. It's holding. It's not dropping off. And this is what I'm talking about, that discretion of scalping and holding longer. Like right here, this thing can flush. Like what I was saying real time, if you listen to it, is that we're not breaking out, but we're not failing. So I'm giving it a chance to open up. And, I don't know if that's the right thing to do with how the market is currently, right? The right thing to do, I think, is to just in, out, not even giving the stocks a chance. Because we could have pulled back 10, 15 cents right there. This trade does open up. It's the first 5-minute candle to make the new high. It's the first 1-minute candle to make the new high over the ridge right here. Did we get this gray area that I was expecting? Yeah, we did, but a bit of a longer hold time necessary right there. Right, so what some traders might consider is like starting with a starter position and then adding to full size as the move comes up higher. So let's say just 250 shares, then they'll add another 250 shares at 7, and look at like do the move like that. Which the only way I'm doing that is if I'm in the trade off the lows. If I'm scalping, I'm not adding in the trade like that. Like I mentioned earlier, my analysis for the scalps were completely off. And look at the ABCD completing here, and the break of 620. I was watching 620 for the long right here, high of day. Look at how fast this thing rips, and look at the fill that I get. A broker, I think a broker like Lightspeed, or if I'm using the DAS platform right here, if I'm using the offset of 5 to 10 cents, if I'm quick enough to hit buy and the ask price is at 20, I believe I'll get the partial fill. But if I'm slow hitting this thing, I'll get the high fill, I believe, regardless. With Lightspeed, with the direct access, maybe I'm able to get a better fill. But look at how instant this is right here. And I'm slow to react to this green. I think I reacted as fast as I could have, to be honest. Waiting. Right there, we see some green, but you see how quick that is. Like, it's almost instant. We see some green at 14. Right there, 14, 15, and then 30. By the time I'm like, holy smokes, hit buy, like look at my face if the camera's on, I didn't even react yet. That's how fast it was real time. And now I'm in at 32. So instead of being in this trade at, let's say, 718, 720, 722, I'm already losing out on 15 cents, we can say. So you see how speed matters, right? So I'm in high. I do not hold the higher entries. I try my best not to hold the higher entry, so I sell that for a loss. We had a high of 40 right there, guys. Let's let that play out one more time. And then we'll shut it down for the day. We're pushing 33 minutes. It's almost a false breakout too. It didn't continue, right? But it held up 20. And then it curled back up here. We had the high of 41. So we broke over high of day by 20 cents. It was a very, very sudden move. And at this point, I'm down $600. Is $600 a bad amount to be down on this stock? Now, with 2,000 shares, I essentially lost 30 cents. Right? I essentially lost 30 cents. But with everything we just saw, with all the improvements I could make, the areas I could have been better, trading is hard. We know this. Trading is hard always, right? But when we look back at these opportunities, some of the trades that I've missed, some of the trades where I'm up unrealized and not being able to capture the profits, I think this is sweet. I think this is like barbecue chicken, because I'm a little unlucky on some of the areas. Some of the areas that could have been much better. And I think we're going to be able to connect properly sooner than later. Now, like I said, next week I'll come in slightly smaller size. We'll look to rebuild a little bit with the smaller size. These same type of trades looking to be fast. like I'm saying. And once we regain another $1,000, $1,500, we can go for it, right? We can go for it again. And once we connect properly, guys, once we connect properly, once we're fast and we are in these trades that we're seeing 30, 40 cents, it's like one good trade is gonna put me up enough to cover one red day. Like one good trade is gonna cover one red day. Like keep that in mind. Like that's how crazy it'll be. And on my better days, where I'm up $1,000 with the smaller share size, I'm making close to $2 a share. So think about that, right? What will it be if I make $2 a share on this kind of share size? We'll have days, and this is the next step for me, right? I've been talking about share size for so long. The monitor has arrived. The monitor has arrived today, and we have the mount coming on the 21st, I believe. So pretty soon I'll have that extra PC, that extra screen real estate rather, and I'll be able to use the DAS platform much more frequently, if not completely. That's the plan, right? That's the plan. And I'm preparing myself for Lightspeed is how I'm looking at it. I'm preparing myself for Lightspeed because the DAS level 2 and Lightspeed's level 2 is very similar. The DAS hotkeys and Lightspeed's hotkeys are very similar. And so I'm prepping myself to be better with bigger share size to make that transition to Lightspeed where commissions is not going to be a problem. I can be much better with that faster level 2 and be able to trade comfortably with like 3, 4, 5,000 shares every day. That is my goal, guys. That is the goal right now. It's why as soon as I build back a cushion of like 1,500, I'm doing the same thing again. So stay tuned. Will I be green the next time, or is it going to be the third time being the charm, right? But yeah, so it's been RT. If the momentum is ever strong enough, I'll read through these comments and catch up with you guys over the weekend. But if the momentum is strong enough on any given day where we're looking very good, we can up it too, right? It all depends. But yeah, that's going to do it for this recap, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. It's been RT. Guys, virtual meetup tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you guys there. I'll have a list of things for us to do, to talk about. It's not going to be too long, just maybe an hour or two. And, just putting a face to the names, a bit of networking, and we'll try and make it a little bit more personal. Get to know each other a little bit better here in the Relentless Trading community. Guys, it's been RT. I hope you enjoyed the weekend. Remember, we trade to live and not the other way around. We do not live to trade. We trade to live. So enjoy the market when it's open, right? Let's try our best to be green, and let's take those profits out of the market from Wall Street and do other things with it. So enjoy the weekend. Enjoy family time. Enjoy working on other projects and businesses. And then study up. Come back ready for Monday morning. That's what I'll be doing. So guys, take it easy. Stay safe. Stay green. I'll catch you later. It's been RT, and I am, of course, signing out.